Hi there. Since my last video, there's been a couple of other videos on YouTube which talk about whether you can get around the whole car with just this bottle, and I think the problem is people are standing too close to the car so that they're emptying the bottle because they're concentrating all on a very small area, whereas if you take a step back so you can cover a wider area. So I've got 1.25 litres of Polar Blast in here, mixed up 1 to 10 as recommended on the box. I've given it 30 pumps, which is what it takes me to get that to full pressure. I'm going to start working around the car. We'll see how long the bottle lasts and whether I can get around this car behind me, which is a fairly largish car, with just one bottle. So let's see how we get on. Right, well I've just done the whole bottle on that car. You probably saw me going around and doing some areas I'd done before, and that's because I was worried maybe I'd gone around a little bit too fast. That's pretty much the bottle gone. There's a wee bit left. Might as well just blank it everything we can. Yeah, that's it gone. Oh no, alright. That's pretty much it gone. It doesn't want to go at an angle anymore. So that's that used up. So I'll take you around and show you the coverage we've got, because it would be all very well it being on, but not if it was poor coverage. So take a look and see what you think. So I'll tell you, we'll start around here because this is where we began. So obviously this is a white car, so you don't get the exact contrast you would through a black car to be able to see where you have and haven't been. But you can see there, we do have coverage. It's never going to be the same as your Polar Blaster because that's pushing through a pressure washer. That's working in a different way. But you can see there, there we are. You definitely say the car was covered in soap suds. At 1 to 10 it is a little bit more mobile than it is at 1 to 5. So that actually works to your favour with this, because you do get a bit more of a mobile foam. So whereas at 1 to 5 for a pressure washer it tends to go on in one place and stay absolutely still, at 1 to 10 as recommended on the box it does move, which means if there are some patchy areas, it will move over it. But that was with one bottle. So I have seen some people say it takes 3 or 4 to get round. And as I said in the intro, I think the problem is, I think people are just getting too close with the bottle. So obviously if you imagine what comes out the tip of that is a triangle. It's going to be a very small triangle, which might only go, say, from there to there if you're this close because of the angle. Whereas if you pull back, the bottom of the triangle's here, the top of the triangle's up here. So you're covering like a much larger area with the foam. Now, obviously, if you go back too far, it becomes too sparse and you don't get the coverage. There's too many gaps in it. So it's about finding a sweet spot. But for one of these 1.25, it's a Dacia Duster. It's not a I don't think it's what you'd call a small car. So I don't know, an SUV of sorts. And I'd be happy with that coverage. Now, if I wasn't happy with that coverage, I would say at the absolute most, we would be looking for one more of these. And then I think that would be a very, very generous application. But would you gain anything from it? That's the question. Would you actually gain any more? I'll be back up there. Would you gain any more by putting more on? And that's the question. For the time that it's going to take you to dose out, measure this up again, pump up and go all the way around again, what more are you actually gaining? As we can see on here, the foam is mobile, it is moving, so when it does spray out, if there's any gaps that aren't touched in the initial contact, it is going to work itself in, and it is going to run down over the car. Plus, this is only ever stage 1, let's not forget. So Polar Blast would be stage 1. Stage 2 is Polar Wash, and we've shown that you can get around the car with this volume. And with Polar Wash, of course, unless you're working on a very clean car, you're going to have your wash mitt on, and of course then you're going to be agitating the surface, which is going to spread soap all over the vehicle entirely. So I really don't think you have too much to worry about. I think if you're trying to use this to exactly recreate the effect that you're going to get with a Polar Blaster, you're not going to do that, because there's limits to what you can do with this type of product. The flow rate through a pressure washer is extraordinarily high. The pressure that it can generate consistently pressurized, it can generate consistently, is very different to this, unless you're going to keep on pumping and can do that in an extremely consistent manner. So I don't think we're ever saying that this is going to be as equal to, in every single way, or better than, or the same as using a pressure washer. It's not that. It's just about giving you the opportunity to use the products as they were intended, as in they are dispersed in a foam-like manner onto a surface, and get it done. I mean, I have set up this video, filled this up, applied it to the entire car in less time than it takes me to go to the shed, get out the pressure washer, plug it in, unravel the hose, plug that in, untangle the pressure washer hose because it's always tangled up, purge it through, mix up the product to go into the Polar Blaster, connect it and apply it. So I'm way ahead of where I would be. So maybe if you're in a hurry, this is a good option. And obviously if you live on, you don't have a drive, or you're in a block of flats or something, you don't have the opportunity to use a pressure washer, this is a great alternative. So, but coming back to the original idea for the video, I think people have just been a little bit too generous with their application, and that's why they're burning through so much product. They're also getting too close to the car. So if you do find that, try taking a step back, sweeping motion, have faith that the product will hit the car and run down, and you'll get the coverage that way. And yeah, just have a play with it really. But if you're using 3 or 4 of these on one stage of the Polar Seal, then I think probably you can probably work a little bit more efficiently. You can save yourself product, definitely, and you can 100% save yourself a lot of time. Maybe disagree with me, maybe I've got this wrong. Let me know in the comments, and tell me what your experiences are applying a snow foam via a foaming pump up product bottle like this one. All right, thanks very much.